Are we that desperate? We're helping somebody move?
What? The guy's got a lot of stuff. Work is work, and a few extra drachmi never hurt anybody. Sometimes, even the simplest things can be worthy of our attention.
That is much more worthy of my attention, Barnabas.
Misthios, watch out! More people near the Spartan camp need help.
Persians?
Eagle Bearer.
You? You are the Eagle Bearer?
Go!
The huntsman will be pleased when we bring him your head.
You're welcome to try.
Eagle Bearer.
Call me Cassandra.
My name's Natakas.
The Huntsman. Sounds like a name I should know.
And if he's here, we're fucked. I need to take care of these people. That Order elite passed through here, killing as he went. He left tracks nearby.
I'll follow him.
Thank you, Cassandra,
For what?
for helping. When nobody else would.
Who are you?
Father, no!
Natakas, what are you doing?
This is the Eagle Bearer.
That's your father?
The Eagle Bearer. We have to leave, Natakas. More soldiers are coming.
Our hideout is below the rock arch. Find us there. It's not the first village they've hit. The Order's presence here is increasing.
Even more reason to keep to the shadows.
And let innocent lives be lost?
Innocent lives were lost.
You can't do everything yourself.
We have to be careful, Natakas. You know that.
Burning villages, Persians commanding Spartan soldiers, getting ambushed by an angry old man. I am not in a good mood. Answers, now.
How did you find us?
I told her.
Any more secrets you want to share?
I asked you this before, when you were trying to kill me. Who are you?
Darius.
I need more than a name.
She's earned it.
There have always been people who lust for power and control. And there have always been people who oppose them.
And which are you?
Let me tell you a story of the great King Xerxes. It was many years ago, in Persia. Nothing. Your deaths mean nothing! The Order cannot be stopped. Yet for all their power, they couldn't protect you. Not from me. They've been after us ever since.
It's not every day you meet someone with such a story to tell.
It's not every day I tell it.
But the Order, they're here now. Burning down villages and killing innocent people. What are they looking for?
Not us. We were safe here. The Order of the Ancients lost our scent long ago. No, the Huntsman is hunting you. You and your kind. The Tainted Ones. And now you have a choice to make. Fight them or disappear.
Father! Cassandra, what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same.
I find doing something practical helps me get my thoughts together.
You like hunting?
I do. There's deer here usually.
Every time I've seen you, you're trying to save lives, not end them.
I don't see an issue if it's done with balance in mind and respect for the animal.
That's a nice idea.
I was just about to start. Would you like to join me?
I'd like that. It'd be nice.
Let's see how good you really are. How many deer do you think you can get?
Let's find out. What is it?
Trust me. Look,
A boar? In Macedonia?
almost unheard of. Delicious.
It is.
Keep quiet. It'll hear you. That makes everything better.
You're an amazing cook, Natakas. Good enough for the gods.
It's an old family recipe. My grandmother would be happy to hear.
We should all indulge as gods when we can.
Us? Gods?
We could pretend for a while. In truth, I'm a Misthios. I hunt for food like you. I work for Drachmi like you. I live on the road like you.
Yet I've seen the Eagle Bearer. Your deeds are worthy of the stories.
With all that's happened in Macedonia, I guess you can't stay here.
I don't know. We always run. Ever since I was a child. My mother would find a way. No matter if we were by the side of the road or in a cave somewhere, she'd find a way to keep us warm. Safe, like we had a home. I don't know if I'll ever feel that again.
She's gone now?
Years ago. Same with my siblings. The Order. The last time I saw them was the last time I saw my sister Nima alive. What about you? What about your past?
I never knew a true home either. I grew up fending for myself, hoping there'd be a place out there where I'd feel, as you said, warm. I haven't found it. And anyway, I don't think it exists.
We're shaped by our pasts, not defined by them.
They are Persians, you say?
Darius claims to have killed King Xerxes himself.
Ha! You don't believe that, do you?
I do believe it. Of all the lies he could tell, that's one of the most unbelievable.
A lie worthy of Tholos himself.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Darius says this Order of the Ancients are here to find me. The note he found mentioned others.
There are others like you?
If I believe him, there are. But how do I know that Darius isn't working for the cult, or in the Order himself?
You say he's heard you're a great warrior. Maybe he wants to use you to help him fight against this order.
If he's not one of them.
The simple question is, do you trust him?
It's impossible for me to truly trust anyone.
Ouch!
Except you, Barnabas.
It sounds like you need to go back to these Persians if you want to know what's really going on.
Darius is hiding something. That much is clear.
Then be careful. Make sure whatever he is hiding isn't a trap.
I'll be as careful as I always am.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That stubborn old man. He left to look for the huntsman on his own. What's he thinking? He keeps saying, I work alone. But if he keeps this up, he'll die alone too. He needs my help. Our help.
The Order are dangerous. We both know he'll be in trouble alone.
If this was 20 years ago, I wouldn't have to worry. But you've seen his scars. He's all I have left. He needs our help to stop the huntsman.
So what's next?
My father is following up on his leads, but I have leads of my own. The huntsman has lieutenants doing his will while he remains hidden. We have to find them and get them to reveal his whereabouts.
Point my spear in the right direction, and I'll make them squeal.
One of the huntsman's lieutenants is a recruiter. He rallies locals to his death squad to hunt you down. You should know. I shared this lead with my father. I also have a contact who was supposed to spy on the Order activity, but she was last seen in the wetlands.
I'll look for her there.
Lastly, people are falling violently ill in Potadea village. I suspect the Order.
I'll investigate these leads so that we can find the huntsman. Here in Atakas.
Unless you're here to fix my problem, I am not interested. Oh, the eagle-bearing Misthios.
Ah, Cassandra, you've arrived.
Great.
This is the...
Another joins the fray. If you people have no important business here, I suggest we break up this party.
Please, I'm healthy. I promise.
You must be the magistrate in charge of Potidea. Tell me about this illness.
Looks like word of us is spreading. Just like this foul plague. All these idiots are falling ill quicker than we can find a cure.
I heard that there is a doctor in this village. We're looking for her.
Aren't we all? That Malakas went off to find ingredients. I even sent men to bring her back. If you have so much time to stand around and chat, why don't you help?
I'll find this doctor.
Good. You do that. She's never around when you need her. If you can't find her, don't bother coming back. If you catch whatever's going around, I might need to make space in the carts for an extra body.
I should be the least of your concerns. I'll find this doctor and bring her back.
You better.
You must have some idea about where the doctor might be.
That Malakas left toward the forest, blabbering about ingredients.
The plague, a burned village. This is no accident.
Of course it's no accident. We've been cursed.
I'll take a look around. Let's meet back here after you're done.
I'll see to your doctor now.
Make it quick, Misthios.
Thank you. Those men were... Oh! You are the Eagle Bearer.
You must be the doctor from Potidea. The magistrate's looking for you.
Of course he is. I knew something was amiss when his guards appeared out of nowhere and attacked me.
He seems to take extreme measures.
That's true. And although I understand his concern for the village, it shouldn't be at the cost of innocent lives.
Let's get back to Potidea.
Not yet, Misthios. My ingredients were stolen by bandits. I need the ingredients to save the village.
Innocent lives are on the line. I'll get your ingredients.
As expected. You are as kind as you look. I'm grateful for your help, Misthios.
I'll get the ingredients.
And I'll run back to the village and get a head start on a new batch of medicine.
See you in Potidea. What's going on here?
Cassandra, I found poison in the water supply. This is definitely the work of the Order.
Misthios, you've returned in one piece.
Listen to me when I'm talking. You're trying to sabotage us. Don't deny it!
Magistrate, please try to relax.
People have been drinking your medicine, but they all died anyway. Your cure is useless, just like you.
I suggest you calm down, Magistrate.
The doctor's medicine has only made our situation worse.
As expected, the doctor is the one everyone blames. All I've done is help. Someone like you, who kills problems rather than solves them, wouldn't know anything about it.
Enough, both of you! One of you is behind this, and I'm going to find out who. Curious that you would send guards after the doctor, Magistrate. Explain yourself.
What are you talking about? I did no such thing. Guards, get the Misthios!
Impressive. As expected, you are quite the fighter. His paranoia was leading him to commit horrific acts. There's nothing I can do for the people here. They no longer trust me because of him. I hope to see you soon, Eagle Bearer.
How did the investigation go?
I found this note. What do you think?
My wolves howl, my boars snarl, and my crows conspire. All for the blood of the Tainted One. You will bring them to me as expected. So the huntsman commands beasts who'd usually tear each other apart. Great. Something to look out for. The Order did this?
They did this because we were here, to draw us out. Father was right. I understand now why we live in the shadows, why we run. This is my fault.
We did what we could. It's all we could do.
Thank you, Cassandra. Let's meet back at the hideout. We'll talk there.
Found you.
I'm found when I want to be.
Nataka says you found something. Could it lead to the huntsman?
The Order has been making plans. You want the huntsman? Then stick around and help me stop them.
I'm listening.
One of the huntsman's lieutenants is in charge of recruitment for the Order, in Macedonia.
So we locate him and we'll have a lead.
Look for any notes, messages, ledgers. They will tell us where the next meeting is. And do it quietly.
I'll do my best not to be seen.
Good.
And you?
I'll go down to the village and find out when the meeting is taking place.
When I'm done at the fort, I'll meet you there.
How did it go?
Everything went well. No one even knew I was there.
Indeed.
What do you make of those? They don't look like secret messages.
This note. New fangs? New recruits. And bleeding goats. A goat farm. Like this one. That's where the meeting will be. The Order uses goat's blood in their initiation rituals.
The notes meant nothing to me. Your knowledge of the Order is helpful. What else do you know?
I know the meeting is soon. There's always a signal to draw them in.
There must be more to the note.
This part about moths to a flame.
If they use goat farms, they might have been here. We should look around for clues.
True. Where do you want to start?
That granary over there. It's small, but full. I'm sure people still flock to it like...
Bees to honey? I don't think so.
Me neither.
This is about flames and fire. There's something here.
Those pyres of hay. There are soot marks at the base.
What of it?
Somebody has been burning hay here. The flames are the signal.
Which means night is the only time they can meet, because...
Moths to a flame.
That's right.
We just have to wait for the meeting to start.
There's another goat farm nearby, across the bridge.
Good. I'll meet you there at nightfall.
I found a place to watch the meeting. We'll wait there.
The huntsman will be pleased with this turnout.
The recruiter.
To the matter at hand, the eagle bearer. Your mission is simple. Bring me her head.
I'll flank them. Don't let him get away.
I don't need your help. Just... Laka! Another note. I expect good news about the recruitment. Report to me at the lake. The huntsman.
A lake. Interesting.
You left. Why?
I needed to be sure you weren't with the Order.
You still suspected me?
And you've never questioned my relationship to the Order?
It's true, I've had my suspicions. You identified the coded note immediately, and knew of the rituals and ways.
I know you're clean, and we've got our answers.
The note said that the huntsman is near a lake.
I have other leads to follow up on, and I'm sure Natakas has more for you.
Thank you, Mystios. I have been at the mercy of those beasts. Did Nataka send you?
You must be his contact.
My son was spying on an Order member. It was his first job, but he got captured. I shouldn't have agreed to let him be involved.
It wasn't your fault. Your son made a choice, and you respected it.
He had a life ahead of him, but now...
Where did this madman take your son?
His soldiers took him downstream. They're going to finish him off, Mystios. Please, save him.
You're injured. Stay here while I find your son.
Please hurry, Mystios. They could be flaying him right now.
Boy! Get back here! Where are... What is this?
Don't come any closer!
Don't worry. You are safe now.
Come over here. He's dangerous.
You killed them! You killed all of them!
You are a smart one, young man. You'll know no more pain here. Run along now. So this is Darius's dog. The one looking for the huntsman.
Tell me where he is before I slice your throat.
It's always violence with you, isn't it? Just like your master. Tell me, Eagleberry, do you truly trust Darius?
I haven't trusted anyone in a long time.
You should be careful who you're running with, Eagleberry. Do you even know his name? His true name? You think you know Darius? Xerxes thought he knew Darius.
Whatever you're up to, you won't succeed.
But I already have. You are here, aren't you? What do you think of my display?
It's the work of sick and twisted minds.
You are right. Don't you remember these faces? You killed these men. They had friends, lovers, families. Did their loved ones really deserve to die? Do they not deserve their revenge?
Enough talk. If revenge is what you want, take it.
Don't you see? When given the choice, all you are is violence. You paint the world with blood.
The huntsman awaits you in the forest. Cut! Ah! In the forest? Malaka! I'm coming for you, huntsman. All this bloodshed, all this life lost. I had to.
You're back. What did you find?
Clues. Maybe you'll know what to do with them. 1, the huntsman is supposed to be waiting in the forest. 2, he's surrounded by animals. And 3, he's by a lake.
I think I know where that might be. There's a crack in a cliff face that leads to a glade. If it's where I think it is.
Let's go.
I can't. Not yet. This is the huntsman. We've suffered at his blade for years. Father should be there to see him die. I'll find him and join you in the glade.
If the huntsman is in this glade, I won't be able to wait for you and Darius.
I'll be there.
And she arrives.
The huntsman. That was your game in the swamp.
All to help you understand the truth, Cassandra. You are no hero.
Been called a lot of things in my time. Hero's not high on the list, so... This isn't news to me.
You are tainted. The blood flowing through you has the power to raise kingdoms, to alter the course of entire civilizations. Bear this world. We must bear you first.
You can't know what I'll do or who I'll become. I decide my fate. I decide my future, and I've decided I'm a threat to you and your order.
servants Morgus warned of? The terrible threat of Persia. You're different from the others.
I heard the order of the ancients were to be feared. Persia's greatest, most dedicated warriors. Yet you cower in the dark, Huntsman.
Some battles are best fought from the dark. You disrupt the natural order, and thus you are unnatural. It will be my pleasure to restore order, to do nature's will, to return to the dead.
It's over, Huntsman.
Oh, is that what you think? What? No. No!
Nice entrance.
Took the easy way.
Artabanus! The betrayer himself.
So you are Artabanus.
Pactius.
After all you've done to this family? How does it feel to have them watch you die?
Is that how Artabanus tells it? No. He started this.
What is he talking about?
We trusted him. I loved him. We were all as brothers. But he drew his blade against us. Did you not consider the cost? They'd be alive. Your mother, your siblings. May as well have killed them himself.
Darius, you have some explaining to do.
Cassandra,
You're hiding something. Speak.
Yes, Darius. Tell them about our promise.
To protect Persia. Our children. Their future.
Then why did you betray us?
To keep that promise. It's time I told you the truth about Artabanus, protector of Persia.
We'll feign a frontal assault on the convoy, drawing away the majority of Cutsenes' forces, giving you the chance to... Xerxes won't know what hit him.
Tomorrow, the Order's tyrant dies, and Persia will be safe.
There will always be more tyrants.
And there will always be us to stop them. King Xerxes had died, but his son continued his legacy. The new king needs to die, Amorgus.
We can't just stab all our problems.
Artaxerxes is king now. His father and his father before him were Order puppets. With the Order, we can take no chances.
What if the Order aren't our enemy? They're powerful. Maybe if we work with them, we'll have all the resources we need to protect Persia.
Artaxerxes dies, as does anyone in league with the Order. As I suspected.
I can't let you in there, Atovanus.
They got to you.
No. I went to them. This king hasn't done anything. Yet. Guards! Traitor!
Amorges joined the Order of the Ancients. From that day, he's led the Huntsmen to destroy us and the Tainted Ones. He was my closest friend. Through war. Your birth. When he called the guards, he doomed our family.
The moment you drew your blade against the Order, you doomed us. Did you ever stop to think who else your blade has killed? Mother? My brothers and sisters? Me?
My son. I think of nothing else.
Pactias's death will be a beacon to the Order. Amorges in his full might will rain down on Macedonia. Father, we can't stay here. I'll pack the hideout.
Go. I have an old friend to bury.
Darius?
Cassandra.
Sometimes I think about a simpler life. Small stall in Yawara, fish. Teaching my son how to catch them. Do you ever wonder about the simpler life?
I fight for the greater good. For the ones I love. But it's always the ones we love we hurt the most. Always. Attack us. Bring your coat. You'll need warmth for the road ahead.
Do you think we'll see each other again?
I do.
How can you be so sure?
Trust me.
Pactias is dead, but the Order lives on. And with Amorges at their head, none of us are safe. He'll bring his full might against us. Warriors, wit, cunning. He'll never stop hunting you. Or us.
Against us, he hasn't got a chance. Darius, do you ever rest?
After Macedonia, after the Huntsmen, nowhere in the Greek world will ever be safe. Not for us. We can never rest. We can never stop running.
No home, no connections. Sounds like a lonely life.
But it's still life, Cassandra. And the alternative? Better a lonely life than no life at all.
Will Natakas join us?
That's why I sent the note.
Trouble?
We came to Achaea seeking a ship bound for distant shores. A simple plan. But like so many simple plans,
It got complicated.
that fleet is bound for Patre. It's not the first. Something there is not right. Relentless military patrols, naval blockades. Natakas went to secure us a boat out, but he hasn't returned.
Natakas won't be hard to find.
He took that road to Patre.
Then that's where we start.
Follow me.
Ooh. I've done it from higher.
Hey! Hey, you! You on the roof!
Yes?
That's not your roof!
You're right. They're searching for something.
Look at their body language. They want blood.
They'll get it.
We need a plan. If Natakas is hiding here, he could be drawn into heavy battle.
If we move quietly, we can pick off the guards one by one.
A wise plan, Eagle Bearer.
Natakas.
Cassandra,
Told you we'd meet again. Trust me, I said.
it must be hard for you being right all the time.
It's a burden I do my best to bear.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Cassandra.
And I'm glad to see you. When I heard you might be in trouble,
You jumped on your horse and raced to the rescue?
I'm not sure you needed rescuing.
Still.
My son.
There's something else.
We need to find my mother.
There are still people who need our help. People who have been stranded in Achaea. The soldiers took them to a fort, not far from here.
I'll go there now.
More soldiers could come looking. If we leave the bodies out here, it may attract unwanted attention.
I'll gather the others while you hide the bodies. The stranded people are at the fort, on top of the cliff. Return safely.
Bring my mother back to me, please. Mother!
My child, you're safe. Thank Zeus.
Cassandra, you're back.
You're the Misthios who saved us. Thank you. I'm Kleta. I'm sheltering the stranded in Vura, a village not far from here. I've been in Achaea for a long time, but something has changed. A dangerous presence is closing in.
What do you know?
Everyone in Achaea knows the Tempest. She's the most ruthless commander to ever sail the Aegean. No one's faced her and lived. And her rage. Poseidon himself fears her. I house those who can't escape the Tempest's wrath in my village. But I can't stay here forever. The harbor is closed. Soldiers are combing the area looking. I'm working on a plan to get them out of Achaea. If you can help, Misthios, come find me in Vura.
She knows more than she's saying.
It doesn't matter. The order is here. Amorges and the rest will not forgive our actions in Macedonia. Amorges will not forget the huntsman's death at the hand of a tainted one. His cunning is sharper than any blade. He may already be here, observing us, learning from our movements, from our choices, discovering our weaknesses.
The stranded people come from both foreign lands and all over the Greek world. Merchants, farmers, sailors, families. They're being imprisoned and interrogated. They're being asked about Macedonia. These people are suffering because the Order is looking for us. These people need our help. We have to do something. Isn't this what we're fighting for? Aren't they worth the risk?
We can't save them. Not if the Tempest is still strong. We need to hit her hard. It's the only way to get the stranded people home.
We should get started.
Against the three of us, the Tempest doesn't stand a chance. We'll break her, and then you'll be free to leave the Greek world forever.
I'll go to the harbor and track down the Tempest.
She can't be the only Order member in Achaea. I'll keep an eye out for the others.
See you soon, Cassandra.
You will. Cleta.
Misthios, you came. Thanks to you, these people are safe.
Call me Cassandra. Looks like the stranded people are settling in well.
Resources are scarce, but we make do with what we have. These people have nowhere to go. Maroon, alone, far from home. I try to provide them a little bit of comfort.
It's normal to be uncomfortable. Better even. That's a principle of Spartan training. It's how they become such fierce warriors.
You remind me of my daughter. She was always aspiring to be better, to be great.
We all have things about ourselves that could be improved.
These people will have to be their best selves if they're going to escape the Tempest. Her forces are monitoring the ships in and out of Achaea, and their control over the island is growing stronger every day.
We need to get them out of here. Will you help me, Cassandra? I'll help. What do I need to do?
Leaving Achaea is not going to be easy, but I've spoken to a few of the stranded and we've come up with a plan. Find Orondas. He's overlooking the fields. He'll have more information about this.
Misthios, tell me, is there anything more beautiful than this? The calm, the peace, the comfort of a simple life.
The idea of settling down is like a dream to me. I seem to go from one problem to the next.
In that case, welcome to Vora.
What brings you to Achaea?
I've traveled across many seas, Misthios. The blockade posed my journey as a merchant, but Cleta gave me a place to stay. When you've been through as much as I have, when you've weathered the most horrific and turbulent storms, you start to appreciate the simple joys in life. Like Vora. A place I could call home. I fear these quiet times won't last.
All peace is hard-earned. It should be treasured.
My sentiments exactly.
Cleta sent me to you. She said you lost your ships.
Indeed. We are in troubling times, Misthios. Achaea is growing more dangerous by the day, and we need to escape while we can. I've discussed the plan at length with Cleta.
Keep looking!
Guards.
They've upped their patrols.
I caught their attention at the fort. They're looking for more stranded.
We mustn't let them disrupt our peace, Misthios. Deal with them quietly if you can. I'll get Kleta and the rest to higher ground. Misthios, you prevailed.
Thank you, Cassandra. I knew they were on the move, but I didn't think it would be so soon. We need to set our plan in motion.
Tell me what needs to be done.
We need a mode of transport across the Aegean. The ships we came in were taken when we arrived in Vora by the foreman of the docks.
Perhaps we can strike a deal with the foreman to get them back.
I have the time to help you now.
In that case, we should bring you up to speed on the foreman situation.
I'm listening.
He's quite a character. I've heard rumors that he frequents a tavern in Pellini, and drinks as if to endlessly worship Dionysos. Word is, he doesn't take well to mercenaries.
I can get people to like me.
I'm sure you have your ways, Misthios.
My daughter. She always loved the water. As a girl, she always wanted to steer when we rode out to sea. As she got older... I've never stopped wondering if she will come back to me.
There must be a reason why you're telling me about your daughter.
My Fila. She captains the Skilla now.
Your daughter is the Tempest?
It's been years since I've heard from her. I pushed her too much, too far. And now it feels like I've pushed her away forever.
She's an adult now. She makes her own choices. Don't blame yourself.
Now isn't the time to dwell on the past. Orondas needs our help. I'll go to Pellini and make myself useful. Here, Cassandra.
More wine!
Here's the man we're looking for, Misthios.
Here! Here, my friend! I recognize you. I took your ships, didn't I? At the docks!
We've come to get those ships back.
Why would be my first question. But then I realized I don't really care. Because you're a Misthios! Let bygones be bygones, my friend. We drink! Except for the mercenary. Now, sail away from me! All right, you can't.
It seems like it'd be easier to silence you and your crew. Then take back the ships.
See? Your kind is always thirsty for bloodshed.
Violence is not always the answer, Misthios.
This is why I hate mercenaries. They think violence solves everything.
I can still hear you.
Fine. Calm down. If you want to deal, we must do it like civilized individuals.
What do you propose?
Helping you would cost more than my left arm. If I am to risk incurring the Tempest's wrath, there should be a sizable benefit for me. I heard valuables can be found at Shipwreck Cove, not far from here. Or I could always use more drachmi. You can buy wine with drachmi.
I'd rather not run around. Here's your drachmi.
Now we're talking. Make sure it's enough, and my friendship doesn't come cheap.
A deal's a deal.
I never go back on my word. Only a dishonorable Malakas will break an oath. I'll give you your ships back.
Hey, but good luck getting past the Tempest. Just take a good look outside at all those wrecks, Mistios. Now, if you'll excuse me. Thanks to you, Mistios, we have what we need. Now, we...
Horondas, Cassandra.
Mistios, no need for bloodshed. I just need you to come quietly, please. Releasing the stranded people has angered the Tempest. Someone just needs to take responsibility and everyone will be fine.
Take me, then. They have nothing to do with this. I'm the one you're after. We have done enough. There's no need to escalate this further. Promise me that you will see our plan through to the end.
Did you do all this destruction, all this ruin? It's painful to watch. It feels like she's becoming someone I don't know.
No matter what happens, blood is blood. She's still your daughter.
Parents always believe in their children, as foolish as that may be. I should have stopped her sooner, stopped her from joining the Order. I should have. When the time comes to face the Tempest, I feel... What will you do, Cassandra?
I'll do my best to bring her back.
I was so proud of her. I don't think I ever told her that. There are still so many things I wish I had said. I should go help the rest. We'll meet up in Patre when we're ready. Thank you, Cassandra, for everything.
Getting ready for something?
Good. You're finally here.
You mentioned something big is about to happen in Achaea.
I've heard that the Tempest chief engineer is developing a new weapon.
A new weapon? That can't be good for us.
He's trying to flee Achaea.
If he does want to escape, maybe we can convince him to help us defeat the Tempest.
He's attending the shipbuilding symposium at the amphitheater here in Achaea.
I can head over to the amphitheater now.
There seems to be a discussion about a plan. A secret weapon for the Tempest. The chief engineer should have more information about it.
Sounds easy enough.
The answer to the code word, I am Poseidon's chosen.
Sure.
The chief engineer is amongst the attendees. Seek him out.
I'll head to the amphitheater now and find the chief engineer.